Hey guys, welcome to the dungeon. It's this, as the title of the stream says, just cannot fucking fall asleep. I took benzodiazepine. It doesn't help me much. I mean, it does, but it doesn't put me to sleep. And it is almost 11 p.m., 11 a.m. in Israel. And the situation is fucked as fucked. Hello, Holy Mania, morning this. Have a great show and some well-earned rest soon. Thank you, P. Lucas. What can I tell you? It's fucked as fucked. I ran Archie's stream earlier. It was great fun, but it was difficult. You know, it was really difficult. I'm amazed about how people can do that twice a day, like Tim or even Archie. It's very taxing. Just saying, this you need to exercise, or how many times do we have to tell you this? I guess you have to tell me that a lot of times. I mean, I'm just not in a state of mind of exercising, you know? I mean, sorry, my line of thought was cut. I'm fucked up on benzos right now, guys, so, you know. This can we do this stream from the streets of your town? Give us a tour. That's that's a good noble idea, but right now not not operational, I guess, because I do need to sleep, and I will sleep hopefully soon. But I am thinking about making some external streams, and walking, talking streams, sort of thing. Perhaps showing you my town. Just saying, walking is enough. Do you have to get into the right state of mind to go for a walk? Just saying, honestly, yeah. I how can I put this? It's very hard to me. It's very hard for me to motivate myself to do such things. It takes a lot of effort to rise up and get up and go and soak in the sun and sweat and etc. I don't know. I don't like walking that much. I like being sedentary. I know that's not something that is good for somebody my age, but that is the reality of the things. Well, Imania, not if you've had meds, but the next dungeon stream, plan one. Rolly, I really appreciate you. You've got a good idea. I might just take up on that. Perhaps like do a little um, uh, walk on the streets. Curly Q, what time is it? It's 11 a.m. 11 a.m. here in the land of milk and honey. Just saying, these sleeping pills aren't doing shit for you. You need to stop the sleeping pills starting now. That's pretty correct. They are making something. They're making me a little, as you can see me now, I'm a little fucked up, a little out of it. But I mean, it's fucked as fucked I. It would call this Carly Q. Hello, Carly Q.
What's up, Dis? How you doing? Can you hear me?
I've been better.
I'm not too good at this live streaming. I did my first one tonight, so bear with me. It's good to talk to you face to face. Kind of.
Yeah, you too, man. Good to see you.
Hey, Dis, I'm not going to pretend to try to give you advice, but when you said these benzos aren't working, is that plural? Did you take more than one?
Yeah.
My wife took those for a very long time. Well, I'm not going to, this is not advice. I'm going to give you an example, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have curtains in your room?
Yes, I do.
Why are they closed?
because I'm trying to sleep.
Yeah, but if you're trying to sleep, you're on a live stream. This, but anyways, I kind of my heart goes out to you because you slowly before when you were just appearing very quiet. I didn't follow things much, but I did follow. When Archie was concerned about you and people called from, the people on the live streams and that. But um, I just, I'm going to tell you, heart to heart, I just noticed a very big difference. You went from being very healthy looking in the face, um, quiet, peaceful, like you were at peace. And it seems like this live stream business, you kind of went back to not even before when you were trying to do live streams, but you're kind of looking like you're in a depressed, kind of a bad state. Am I wrong about that?
No, you're actually spot on. I am depressed right now, and the
Right.
live streams are a sort of escape from my depression. But
And there's nothing.
you,
And go
yeah,
ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, but perhaps they are too much of an escape. Uh, I spend perhaps too much time on the streams, and yeah, that's the case because I want to escape my depression. So I stream. You know.
Well, I mean, a really big hurdle and I'm no expert, but a really big hurdle is it's worse when you feel alone. Okay, and I believe that you know that, and maybe the live streams give you a sense of relief of not being alone. So it kind of helps you in a way. But there's nothing wrong if you want to live stream and it brings you a sense of usefulness, that's fine. But the problem is that you don't you have to conform your lifestyle to live streaming. So if it's 11 o'clock and you want to live stream, you live stream, but there's no sense in trying to fall asleep at the same time. You know what I'm saying? And as far
Mm,
as and I mean this, I understand what you mean about feeling motivated and that, but I mean it start out with getting a little sunlight in your room to begin with, and the other thing is don't think about that you have to fit a certain mold that society tells you to fit, like that you're. And I know I grew up in a cultural type society where a man that reaches your age, your family members may be thinking that you already should be in a settled state of being, where you should be working and on your way to having a wife or a child, and those things don't fulfill people. There's plenty of very unhappy, depressed married people. There's plenty of very unhappy, depressed married people with kids, and stuff like that. But I think that Dodger probably gave you the best advice is start out if you enjoy taking a walk and maybe the motivation isn't there for you to do it on your own. Maybe if you got to walk somebody's dog and make $25, maybe that's enough of a motivation. But you got to start somewhere. You start by taking a little walk. It'll do you well. You don't need a lot of energy. You know,
mm-hmm,
you
mm-hmm,
don't. You could start out by if you want to live stream, the first thing you should do, don't sit in a dark room and live stream. And
mm-hmm.
if you want to live stream and your hours are that you live stream from 11 in the afternoon or from 7 in the morning till 7 at night, whatever it
Yeah.
is, work your schedule, make your own schedule up. Don't think that you got to fit into somebody else's schedule. I mean, just because people are waking up and going to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, they work their job and then they come home after work. If that's not your lifestyle for right now, it doesn't have to be your lifestyle, buddy. But you got to
Yeah.
take it one step at a time. And I find it hard to believe that. if you went for mental therapy like you did, they didn't continue the therapy test. They just discharged you, and you don't have to do follow up therapy, or can you volunteer for it?
Well, see, that's the fucked up thing about it. I had the therapy, I had everything. I don't know if you followed me, uh, everything that happened to me last year.
Um, I caught it where Arch and I forget who else was talking about it, and then um, they somebody I think it was Archie put you on the stream when you were in the hospital. You were wearing like a white T-shirt, and saying that you were admitted in there, and that it's you had to stay a certain amount of time or something like that, and it was because of uh, depression and stuff like that. But then I
Yeah.
really didn't follow too much, and then the next time that I kind of talked to you in the chat was on what's his face's channel. Watch Nicholas, you know.
Oh,
But
yeah. Uh,
I don't know. I
yes.
don't know everything about it. All I know is that I kind of caught up to you. I forget where the first stream that I saw you on, where you were looking really good, and I was happy to see you. Uh, you could look your aura, your spirit looked like you were at peace, and like you were healthier, and that maybe whatever you went through helped you. I forget
Hmm.
whose stream it was. It might have been Tim. I don't know what stream did you first pop up back on. I don't think it was Archie's, was it?
Teams.
Yeah, it was Tim's then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but
Uh,
it seems like that the more you've gotten involved with live streaming, the kind of it's been getting a little hard on you. And I'm not blaming the live stream. I'm just blaming you should just work your life around the live. If you enjoy the live streams, don't give up what you enjoy, but just try to work your sleep schedule around that. There is no normal time. It's what 3 o'clock in the morning here where I'm at, and in an hour or so I'm going to leave to go fishing. I haven't slept since yesterday. But I'm
yeah.
retired, so I could do that. But I kind of
Oh,
feel for you
yeah.
because one night my whole life was from 4 o'clock in the morning till whenever I got home from work. Sometimes it'd be 6 at night, sometimes it'd be 7. And then after you retire, man, I'll tell you what, brother, it's hard to get used to that schedule. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but I mean,
I can
being
get it.
retired or being unemployed is not that much different. You don't beat yourself up because you're not following some kind of so-called normal routine that everybody else does, because you're not in a normal situation. You know.
Yeah. But when you're unemployed, there's like no justification, you know? You feel like a slob, like a useless piece of shit.
Well,
People go out, wake up, go to work. Uh,
I,
I
I
did this. I did this for 7 years almost. I woke up every day. I got in my car. I did the commute. I
yeah.
worked for 9 hours, and it all went factus. And now I'm in a cesspool. I'm in shit.
Well, don't put it that way. I mean, this just because you're unemployed. I mean, God, we just went through a massive pandemic. Many, many people lost their jobs. Not only did they lose their jobs, they lost their houses, they lost their life savings. The most important thing is that from what I see, you got a family that cares about you. There's no reason to beat yourself up. You're not a piece of shit. It's just uh, it's overwhelming you. That feeling
Yeah.
is overwhelming you, and you can't let it overwhelm you, buddy. I mean, Jesus Christ, if you made it through Israeli army training and Israeli army, I mean, I know everybody over there does it, but you got to think back to that discipline that was instilled in you. You don't ever forget that. It's like riding a bike, and you just don't beat yourself up about it. Take it one day at a time, buddy. Start out by not sitting in the dark by yourself, little by little, and
Mhm.
there's a lot of people that give you advice. This, and when you're in the state that you're in, it goes in one ear and out the other because that feeling of being overwhelmed makes you do that. But uh, I don't even know you, and I hate to see you go through that. But the only reason is I have empathy because I've seen many people go through what you're going through. I
Mhm.
don't know if you ever saw combat, but I've dealt with close people to me that went through PSD, and it's very hard because a man has a hard time opening up, you know, which I don't, you're pretty honest about what you're going through, but for some reason you're talking yourself into feeling you're not worth it, and that's wrong. I mean, there's a lot of people that go through that alone. Nobody's gonna get on the internet and tell them, hey, buddy, you could do better and give you a little bit of words of encouragement. You got that. I mean, you're not a piece of shit. If you were a piece of shit, nobody would care. So don't say that to yourself. That's wrong.
Yeah.
But
Truth to be told, I have seen combat. I've been in the Lebanon War, in the Second Lebanon War, if you've heard of it,
yeah, I heard of it. Yeah,
in 2006.
yeah, and that's not the over there. You live with that kind of stuff all the time because that war never finished. You know what I mean? So, but
Yeah,
I
but
just hope
it was
don't
different. It
take.
was I've seen bodies. I've been under missile attacks, katyushas, bad shit.
Why? Let me ask you something. This do they have veterans health in Israel for veterans? Do they
Yeah,
have
they
programs
do.
for veterans?
They do, but I mean,
You don't want to do it.
no, it's not that I want to do it. It's just that it will be really hard to get the grant to do it. Like, yeah, they will say, yeah, many people have been in this war, so whatever. So you've seen some bodies, so what? It's really hard to
So,
get into that.
so they don't have a separate health and welfare benefits for military because everybody is obligated to be in the military out there. Is that what you mean? Like, there's no veteran association. There's no uh, veteran
Not like
social
in the United
program.
Not like in the United States. There is
Uh huh.
something like supporting PTSD people, but I don't think I'm eligible because I lived my life after the war, the army. Normally, I studied, I worked, it was just on the back of my mind. It didn't limit me in life, but it's there, you know.
Of course, it's always going to be there. I mean, the number one thing that I've learned, not that I went through it myself, but I mean, I have people close to me, is that never leaves you. I mean, and then, if you go through many years of a routine, like you said, going to your job, commuting, going back and forth, and you lose that routine, what happens is that part of your mind becomes you become more focused on it. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
that's when it could get ugly. It gets ugly for many, 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 many veterans. Uh, And I mean, the good thing that I see is that you're willing to talk about it, but you're talking about it to people who are not professionals. Anybody could give you advice over the internet, but you know, it's a little different when you have professionals on it. I those pills that you're taking are no joke, uh, and
Yeah,
they're only for temporary help. But for many many people, it it doesn't stay temporary, and then they start abusing it, and nobody wants to see people go. I've seen people go through that. I've seen people go through that with prescription drugs, heroin, needles in the arm. That's no fun, bro. I
yeah,
think that I mean, as funny as it may sound, that old man, what's his name,
yeah,
Dodger, yeah, he had a pretty good, damn good idea. I mean, just to get yourself busy and put a little cash in your pocket. Uh, there's people make a good living walking dogs, and the good thing about it is you could stay on unemployment and do that work for cash. It gets you out of the house, you know. But you don't need a dog to get you out of the house. You just need your mind to tell you, hey, just let me get some sunlight and take a walk, and that's it. I mean, it doesn't have to be. You can't use like a live stream as an excuse that you feel more depressed about things and stuff like that. I mean, doing a live stream is not a job, but uh, if it gives you pleasure, you do it, and in the meantime, you go on with your life. You don't sit in a dark room by yourself. That's not
hmm,
good for you. I mean, like I said, I'm no expert, but I you hate
no,
to.
you
I have
know,
empathy. I have empathy for you, but there's not much I could do from over here where I'm at, other than tell you,
yeah,
you know, a lot of people go through what you're going through, and they're alone, and nobody cares about them. And from what I see, a lot of people care about you. So if you don't feel that you're worth doing it for, do it for the other people that are trying to give you advice and don't want to see you hurt yourself. You know,
yeah,
that's all.
yeah,
So I know you're probably sick of hearing it all the time from people, but you know, uh, there's a lot of people that don't have anybody that cares about. You know what I mean?
yeah, of
So
course, of course. Listen, no, I really appreciate it. People tell me to go to walks. I can't find the mental energies to do that. It's uh,
well,
it's not an excuse, but I don't
it's
know.
an excuse. That's exactly what it is. The thing is that you're not feeling worthy of yourself for some reason. But there's everybody is gets unemployed in their lives. People lose houses, they start over. People lose businesses, they start over. You know, people that have uh, are in wheelchairs get out and go around. So you know,
Yeah,
don't. You're doing it to yourself. Don't beat yourself up, buddy. Even if you take your phone and go do a live stream outside and walk around and show people Israel, I mean, I think people would love that. You don't need a lot. You just need a set of headphones and take your phone and just walk around. I mean, you could do you could do one thing that you enjoy, and maybe it'll motivate you to do something else. You know,
yeah, no, that's that's a good idea, definitely.
I mean,
Uh,
Israel's, from what I know, people have told me, is pretty beautiful. I don't know what part you're in, but
I'm in
you
the
know,
center.
a lot of people would be pretty happy to see this walking around with a phone and things in his ears and going around and just walking around enjoying life, buddy. You don't have to do it laying in bed, especially if it's 11 a.m. there's no reason for you. Don't fit into a routine that you don't have to fit in. It's not like
Yeah,
you got to wake up at 7 in the morning and commute to work, and that'll all come, but it's not going to come, doing what you're doing, laying around, you know.
yeah. What you
So
need a super chat, Doc BBC, $2
exercise. Go ahead.
exercise of any kind in any day with help with sleep. Thank you, Doc. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing it.
You don't have any pets? You don't have pets?
No, I had a dog, but you know, time went by and it was time to say goodbye.
Yeah.
I don't want any more dogs because of that same reason. It's it's shit. They live too short, short lives.
Yeah, I know. I had to put a lot of them to sleep myself. Yeah, I got
Yeah,
to. Now they're but they're good for you. They're good for your mentality. Believe me.
yeah. Of course.
But it's a lot of work taking care of them. It's a lot of responsibility. So
Yeah, that's should be. Oh, it's
you live alone, or you live with your family?
currently I live with family because I'm unemployed and I have no rent
Yeah, and
to.
don't be afraid to tell me none of your fucking business. I'm just So let me ask
No,
you
it's
something.
okay.
I mean, besides
Yeah.
people in the live stream universe probably being happy that you see you walking around and stuff, don't you think your family would too? I mean, I'm sure would they probably leave to go to work, both of them, or everybody
Uh,
works there?
yeah, no, I talk with my family if that's the question. You know, not my family, no, my friends, my close friends are really well. That's a very Marcelo, really. None of, none of them really are aware to the extent of my depression and insomnia problems. So, sort of the watch community is sort of like
But this, when you say insomnia, do you not get any sleep, or do you get only like a couple hours a day, or when you say insomnia, what do you mean by it?
I mean that I don't sleep at night. I do sleep during the day. I mean,
Oh, okay, but
ultimately,
this,
I sleep.
but yeah, but what I'm trying to say is that if you don't have a routine where you have to wake up and go back to sleeping at night, like you're talking about, there's no reason to be depressed or beat yourself up about it. It just that's the situation you find yourself in right now. So, if you get a couple hours sleep here and a couple hours, as long as you're getting about 6 hours of sleep a day, even if it's just taking naps so you could recharge your batteries, there's no reason to try to force yourself into a routine when you don't have to. You got to super chat this.
Yeah, Shlong Johnson, $5. This I know that you don't like people telling you what to do, but I would seriously reconsider returning to whoever prescribed you benzos the worst. Uh, well, the person who did that is my GP. It's my family doctor. Uh, he doesn't seem to be too concerned about it, but believe me, I am aware of the pitfalls and dangers of benzos. I'm not abusing them so far. I am.
That's what everybody says too.
I
I
guess.
don't mean to laugh, but I've personally been through this, and it's not like with a friend or something. It's with my wife. So they are, especially if you're trying to take them because you want to try and fit into a routine. They're not going to help you. You know,
Mhm.
I would have to tell you, if just stay away from those. If you're getting sleep, whether it's during the day or at night, it doesn't matter. If you're getting sleep, and then it doesn't have to be that you lay down and sleep for 8 hours, but if you're getting enough sleep, don't take
Yeah.
them. You know, and you'll see that if you just, I mean, um, I don't. It's not like I want to try to give you advice, but I'm just saying, if you could take, even if you walk around your block, get a cup of coffee, anything, you know. Uh, it doesn't even have to be during the day, just even at night. When you get that, if you do it for 5 days, it'll make a big
Mm-hmm.
difference. 5 days, and like I said, hey, you know what? Just take the phone with you. You got pop in some wired headphones. Take the phone with you and just walk around and do a live stream walking around. You know,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it keeps you occupied until you do end up getting a job. Don't beat yourself up. I mean, it's it could be very traumatizing to a person when you don't have money coming in. Um, you know,
Yeah.
it feels hopeless. But I hate to say it like this, but you got to look at the bright side. You haven't lost your family over it. You haven't lost a home over it. You got people that reach out and care about you, even if it's just in the virtual world. Uh, there's a lot of people that don't have that luxury of people even giving a shit about them. You know, um,
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever want to take solace in somebody else's suffering, but I mean, Jesus Christ, yeah, I could probably walk uh, 6 blocks to a person that has no home, that's homeless. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there ain't even
Yeah.
no drug is gonna take that kind of depression away. So anyway, buddy, this
Yeah.
is a heavy subject. So
Yeah, it is. It is a heavy subject.
yeah, I don't want to keep talking about it because it's really in your hands. So you're a
Yeah.
Duran fan, huh?
Duran Duran.
Genesis,
Frankie goes
like
to
music.
college. What?
You used to have some wild ass live streams when you were smoking weed, dude. You did some psychedelic crazy shit. It was pretty funny.
Yeah,
Uh,
man.
it
I
was
was
funny. I
fun.
mean, you're a fucking wild man. Even
Yeah,
in your
it was
streams, you were
wild.
always funny. You used to always laugh at the most perfect times, man. I used to laugh my ass off.
Yeah, you watched back then when I was a
Yeah,
pothead.
oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I think um I think when you I was watching when you got your first like 200 subscribers, you were all crazy, like freaked out. I got two Arch, I got 200 subscribers. Yeah, no, it was
Yeah,
funny, and hey, that's why a lot of people like you. I mean, like I said, don't say that. Don't say that you about feeling like a piece of shit. I mean, you could feel like that, but don't ever think that that's because you're not working or you're not fitting somebody's mold of what a man your age should be. Uh, I know that in the culture that you're from is not different that much different from mine, and that's very hard. It's a lot of pressure on a middle-aged man. I mean, if you're in your 30s, I know, you know, that kind of
yeah.
thinking is over with. That's the past. We live in a different world now. So
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to find a job laying in bed, buddy. So
Yeah,
snap out of it.
obviously.
I know you got plenty. When you want to get motivated, you can get motivated because I saw plenty of motivation discs when you were live streaming to music and going all crazy and shit.
Yeah,
So
I was streaming lots of
How's the
music.
weather over there? Do you live near the sea or?
I live about 15, 10 minutes drive from the sea, so
Mm.
yeah, it's not bad. But I
Yeah,
don't go to sea.
I saw a
Yeah.
stream you did one time. You were I think you were at some cafe or something with your watch, smoking a cigar with your hat on, that white hat. It looked pretty cool. Looked like a nice place to be.
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was Saturday
you gotta
morning.
retire like Timmy. You gotta get that guilt-free retirement. This,
Yeah, but I'm not a trust fund kid, you know.
yeah, I don't think Timmy is either, but
No?
it'll change. I mean, you're talking about you've been in this situation since May. That's nothing. I mean, I've been unemployed in my life many times. When construction slowed down, and yeah, you gotta go collect unemployment. And you feel like a piece of shit, but that feeling goes away when it goes away. Life
Mm-hmm.
doesn't stay the same. It never stays. One thing that's guaranteed is life never stays the same unless you want it to. You know. So
Yeah, well, I don't want the current situation to persist, but I am very anti-change, you know?
yeah.
You know?
Well, you take it one day at a time. I mean, you know, the first thing you got to do is get your facility straightened out. You can't be thinking of yourself like some bust out fucking piece of shit because you're not. I mean, you got people that number one, you got family. Number two, you got people that care about you. So those two things right there are the two things many people uh, don't have, and they're able to survive. So, and the other thing is, you seem to be able to talk about your mental status. So, but you got to talk to people that matter. Somebody that can help you, therapist, something like that. Do they have an unemployment system in Israel that you could collect unemployment?
Yeah, yeah, there's unemployment. There is. Yeah.
Are you signed up for it?
Yeah, I'm signed up. I didn't receive my first paycheck, but I'm
Okay,
signed
well
up
that'll
to it.
help a lot. That helps a lot. That helps a lot. I mean, that helps a lot. That's a little bit of a stress reliever. Maybe you should time it the same time you get your first check, take a walk and get your cup of coffee and just make that a routine every day. Put a couple of dollars on the side and, you know, make some friends at the
Yeah.
cafeteria or something and just do that. Start out with doing that. You got to take
Mm,
baby steps. You can't go
yeah.
from laying in bed being depressed to Superman in one day. Nothing ever works like that, buddy. So,
Yeah, but sorry for
and
the
plus these are
yawning.
fucked up. These are fucked up times to have a live stream because unless it's a lot of people from Europe or that part of the country. I mean, over here where I'm at, it's 3:30 in the morning. You're not going to get a lot of traffic from America at this time.
Yeah, we have some Aussies in the chat. By the way, everybody who's writing comments, I'm reading everything. Sorry, I'm not responding one by one. I'm just exhausted. So thank you everybody for the warm words. Listen, Curly, um the world is an indifferent, cold place, you know?
Yeah,
And that's, I
yeah,
mean,
but don't worry about.
it weighs on me. It weighs on me
I
because I did,
understand that, but
yeah.
this you gotta live within your world. So your world it starts with your family, then you, and live within your world for right now. Don't worry about it, the rest of the world. I mean, you know, that's the thing. Don't worry about the rest of the world. Worry about your family. Worry about yourself, and take it one step at a time. You start thinking about the world, you're gonna fucking drown. That's too overwhelming. You know,
Mm-hmm.
live in your little world. Make this world. This is world, and my world is that I enjoy doing live streams, so I'm gonna do my live streams at whatever time is convenient for me. And in the meantime, start out with just taking a walk. You know, and I'll tell you what Dodger said about uh, walking dogs here and there. Start out with one.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not beneath anybody. There's people that make a goddamn good living at it, and then I don't know what your skill set is, but you're not going to get a job worrying about the cold, indifferent world. Who gives a fuck? You know,
I'm just saying.
put on some
Listen,
decent music. Put on some decent mute. Open up your curtains. Let the sun hit you in the face. Put on some decent music. Shave yourself a little bit, like were doing before, because before you looked very groomed and you had a nice glow about you, like you were at peace. I don't know what took that away, but
depression.
yeah, well, buddy, you're gonna have to deal with that. I mean, benzos ain't gonna help you deal with it, but you're gonna have to deal with that. That's something that never leaves you. Uh, the strongest people in the world, they have money and friends and businesses and very successful. And oh
Hey,
my God!
Hey,
Diz,
All right, have a good night,
hey,
Diz.
hey, man, I just came on there. You did a good job on the dungeon today.
on your
Sorry,
stream.
on my stream, the Actually Luxury live stream. How was it? Was it okay?
It was a little hectic, but it was fine.
Yeah, I've actually paid you. I don't know if you noticed that yet.
I did. Thank you.
Yeah, so that's not a bad bit of money for 3 hours work.
No, not at all.
So you're having trouble sleeping.
Yeah.
You need the sleep because it really affects you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe if you watch a bit of porn and have a bit of relief, you could then get some sleep. What do you think? No?
Maybe. I'll consider that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I want you to get some sleep, I really do. I do. I think you just
Yeah.
gotta just don't think too much. Don't analyze things. What time is it in Israel now?
It's 11:30 a.m.
Oh, it's morning time. Okay.
Yeah.
So should you be sleeping or not sleeping now?
Well, technically, I shouldn't be sleeping now.
You should?
Shouldn't.
Okay. I'm just about to upload a video to my channel. Australian tour concludes. I wish I didn't go.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. I don't like that mucking around, tomfoolery, trying to slap me at midnight. I don't like that shit. And I've made the video, and I hope Tim's turning into a real weasel. You know what's going on now? I made a comment on my dungeon saying that Tim ignored Air King Band. Then he makes a video to apologize to. Fucking hell, he's working the donors. He works the donors.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy is he's just fake. He's just a weasel. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, by the way, he's made a video in his latest stream. He's saying that he's going to cancel the American tour. So I've made a video saying I am 100 positively % going to America. And if he doesn't go, let me know so we can transfer the money and I can get the hotel bookings because I'm coming. People have paid. So if he doesn't want to go, I'm happy. Actually, I would prefer him not to actually be involved. Okay, I will say that to you, Dis.
Okay.
In fact, because I said to him yesterday, I said, how about no movie in America? Let's not do a movie. Let's just have fun. And Tim's concerned about the money. You understand or not?
Yeah, I do.
So he's come out and said, and I said to him, I want a full accountability of your money in and money out. I want to know exactly what's going on because I think you're careless. I'm sick of it. I think you're careless, and I want to make sure you haven't made any mistakes because he always makes mistakes in his favor. You know that?
Yeah.
The mistakes are always seem to favor him. So I want to double check the accounting. I want to double check it, man. Is that okay, or do you think that's wrong?
No, that's perfectly fine. You need to do that.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I think you definitely need to do that.
Yeah.
So I think that's I'm just typing in the headline. Australian tour with Tim concludes. Just up Australian tour concludes. I wish I didn't go.
It's a little freaky.
There we go. I wish I didn't go. How's that?
That's good. It's a good title.
What do you reckon? Is that a good title?
Yeah. But why don't you? Why do you wish you didn't go? I mean, what is the green room thing? What?
Yeah. That pisses me off, mate. That's not how I do things. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
I definitely don't like that stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just not how we do things. You know. I didn't like it. I lost my temper a few times. I don't like that. You know, I don't like that stuff, man.
Yeah. I mean, do you? Well, do you think you might part with Tim? Do you think there will be a split?
Hey, Einstein. Why the fuck do you think I've been paying you, Einstein? Fuck me dead. Einstein? Why the
Yeah.
fuck do you think I've been paying you lately, hey? Jesus Christ. Jeez, you're fast, this?
Yeah.
Hey? What do you think, this?
Well, in all honesty, Archie, I don't want you to split with Tim. I think you make a good duo.
Hey,
Yeah.
I agree with you, but when I'm dealing with somebody who doesn't respect me to let me sleep at night and thinks it's okay to play jokes, well, you know what? There's got to be some consequences. And, you know, I'm really upset, okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm upset, okay?
Well, it was just a bit of a prank. I mean, Green Room
Yeah,
took
but
you
I'm
too
a
far.
50-year-old man. Do you understand? I'm not 15. I'm a 50-year-old. You don't do that to your pontiff.
Yeah, that's right.
You don't do that to your pontiff. No one has been that disrespectful for years. You don't do that to your pontiff.
Mm-hmm.
It's so disrespectful. No, I've never been this insulted before. This is look. You don't like me, fine, but you don't pretend to be my friend and then knife me like this. That's just what sort of friends are these? I don't need enemies with friends like this. You got to
Mm-hmm.
respect people. I mean, when I'm sleeping at night, what what? I don't see how that's. I said to Tim, if you wanted to do a gag, let's do a script and we can play it out. But I don't want to do this at 1 o'clock in the morning. Let's do it. You know, do you understand or not?
Yeah, yeah, I do. I do. Yeah. Um, the thing is, I won't be able to cover for you everything every night
No,
because, you
I
know,
know, I know, but paid ones. Only occasional paid ones you can do. Maybe I don't know. We see. We see.
yeah, yeah, sure, sure, sure.
Do you reckon I should get Lord involved, or do you reckon Lord's a bit funny?
Listen, Lord is very knowledgeable about watches. He's a good guy. I think you should involve him. But that means that you will need to get Tim out of the way. You know.
Oh, that's easy. I can get Tim out of the way in 5 minutes. I got no loyalty to him.
I don't know if you're kidding or not, but this is some heavy stuff you're talking about.
There's a
You know.
super chat for you there. You got a super chat.
Yeah. JL Australian $10. Arch, Tim is good for business. You're going to have organized meetups in the US. There were people in the chat that wanted to meet up with you this trip, but there were no response to their requests.
Hey, I'm actually at this stage. I'm asking anyone who's donated money to let me know so I can make sure Tim either refunds it or gives it, because I heard Tim doesn't want to go. Tim's got sand in his vagina and saying, "Hey, I might cancel the trip." Well, Tim, you want to cancel it? Fuck off. Fuck off. That'd be a great idea because you're starting to be on the stink with me. Okay.
This is
So at the moment, archieluxury72@gmail.com. Email me if you've contributed, and I will be advertising for meetups soon. So yeah, no problems. No problems at all. No problems.
listen. I don't want you to split with Tim. Many people don't want you to split. You make a good partners.
Hey, don't
Yeah.
worry, Dis. It's all okay. Don't worry, Dis. I still believe in the Tooth Fairy too. Come on,
I
Dis. I love you. You know that?
yeah, I love you too, man. But
Don't worry about it, man. Timmy is collateral damage, it's called. In this business, it's called collateral damage. Some you lose, some you burn. That's just how it goes. I mean, there's no big deal, man. There's a dime a dozen. People with no talent, a dime a dozen, Dis.
well, Tim is. I think that he has some talent. I mean, he's very likable.
He's
He,
up himself. He thinks he's more clever than he is. He's a bit of a dickhead. He went to this. Don't even get me started, okay? I've just watched the video. It's on the Archie Luxury channel. It's just been. Oh no, it's still uploading. Sorry. Australian tour concludes. I wish I didn't go. How's that?
that's good. That's good.
You reckon it'll get a few views?
Hopefully, yeah. Why not? People like watching your videos. I watch them.
Yeah.
But I mean, Archie, look, I judge the person by their personality, by their character, and I think Tim is a good person. He's not bad. He genuinely cares about people.
I don't like these sort of jokes. Do you understand? You understand or not?
I don't. Why? You don't agree with me that Tim is a good person?
No, I don't like these jokes. How he trying to skylarking. I don't like this. People get hurt, and you can't
What?
disturb someone at bloody 1 a.m. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's stupid, man. That's just
Mhm.
rude. It's rude.
I agree. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean, look, it's yeah, he's wrecked it himself. He's got no one to blame but himself, you know.
Mm-hmm. But Tim is strong. You know, he has the leads. Is a threat to you if you disconnect from him. Don't you think? No?
Uh, I don't know. I don't know. It's all okay.
I
Hey,
mean,
I gotta shoot off, man. I love you. I've just uploaded the video. Get the Goss live on this or is this. I just uploaded the video. This is going to be steaming hot. Australian tour concludes. I wish I didn't go. How's that?
that's good. That's good. I like it.
No point lying, is there? What do you think?
What? Repeat?
There's no point lying and saying it was fantastic when I fucking angry and depressed and feeling really bitter, is there?
No, that's your, that's you. You always say the truth. You're honest. That's why people like you.
I'm just testing to make sure it's running okay. Just hang on. I got that footage where I had the angry and sit. Yeah, it's going good.
Listen, before you go,
You can hear it.
yeah, you with me?
Just listen. How would I rate it? And I gotta be honest with you, this tour I would give a 4.5 out of 10. Yeah, it's a fail. I'm sorry, guys. It's a fail. Yeah, there we go. How's that?
Sounds good. Sounds good. We're gonna watch it now.
Okay, man. I'll chat to you later.
Okay, listen. Wait a second before you finish. Really, I don't want you to part with Tim. Okay, please think about it. Don't make rash consequences and decisions.
He let me down. I'm upset. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it happens between friends sometimes. It's not,
And where's my apology from Green Room? Green Room, I cancelled the police. The police were going to come. I cancelled it. At least he owes me an apology.
He does, and I'm
Where
trying
is
to get
that?
him to apology. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But,
Love you, Dis. Oh,
okay.
Madman's there. Madman.
Ah,
Still wrapped. I got to meet you. Yeah, Madman was amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love Madman.
yeah.
Madman is amazing. That's the highlight. Like there was some stinking things in the trip, but that dinner with Madman, fuck, it was amazing. Okay, guys, I gotta go. I love you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
What the fuck?
What?
What the fuck?
What? What's
I didn't even want to. I didn't even want to say anything unless you acknowledged that I wasn't going to say anything.
yeah? Why were you so quiet? You're not in the presence of
I thought
God,
I
you
was
know.
muted. I said a couple of words. I thought I was muted, but I was actually. Hey, look, I don't know. This is I'm new to this YouTube shit. I don't know if he's being serious or what. I just can't believe it. So
Yeah, it's serious, man. It's real life now. Wait, let me drop the link for JL.
that was freaky. That was freaky, bro.
Well,
That
to
was
tell you the
freaky.
truth, I am quite concerned now. I don't want Archie and Timmy to split.
Don't just concern yourself about yourself. This
Of
just concern
course.
yourself. So that's all.
You know, but I love them both. I love Timmy. I love Archie. They both cared for me when I was in hospital.
I don't think. I don't know. Maybe it's just drama, just the script they're playing. Hopefully it is, because I don't think anybody would take that much glee into splitting up. He just seemed a little too happy about it. I don't know. I don't know, Archie. I don't know.
No, he can be serious even if he looks happy. He can be serious.
Well, that's a shame. You know, Archie is a boss, so he should act like a boss instead of what he's doing. He should just tell Timmy what he wants. That's it. And if Timmy doesn't listen, then he could do it. But I'm pretty sure that if Archie, you know, wants something done a certain way, that Timmy would do it. I don't see why he wouldn't. But it's an odd way of communicating. You know what I mean? I don't communicate with people like that. So,
Yeah,
you know, it's a lot of
yeah.
stress and a lot of abuse that can be avoided. There's no reason for that.
Hey, JL. JL?
G'day, Dis. How you going?
Hey, I've been better. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad.
What do you have to say?
Oh, not much. It's just this whole all the videos on this last trip have been quite interesting.
What do you say on the current Archie scoop that we got right now?
I think Archie wishes he got $1 every time he played that video with Green Room. Unfortunately, it's not working. People are sick of it, to be honest, I think. It was good to see
Yeah?
it once, but, you know.
You think people are sick with it?
No, people are sick and tired of watching it. It's been shown so many times now.
Yeah, it's time to go. Your bag's there.
I'm gonna rewind.
It's at the front. Front, mate. No, please, no filming, mate. It's fucking 12 o'clock at night. It's enough, it's enough. Get out of the fucking room. Get out of here now. Tim, get out of here now. I'm serious. That's it. Stop it, stop it. I'm fucking sleeping. I'm asleep with my sleep. Time to go, please.
Okay, see you later. See you, mate.
Tim, you turn the camera off or else you're going to sleep outside.
Sorry, I had to do.
No,
It's
that's
still
fine,
funny.
man. That's fine.
It's still funny.
It is still funny, but look, I don't know. It seems like that part of it was sort of pre-organized, but I think what happened afterwards, it may not have been.
Yeah, not so entertaining at all.
Yeah, it'd just be a shame if Tim and Archie sort of go their separate ways. I don't think it's going to be good for either of them, to be honest. So.
What do you think? Should I stay net neutral in the perhaps upcoming Archie team feud split fight, whatever?
Well, he
I
just
don't
made
know.
you a big part of it. Oh, I'm sorry, JL.
Yeah, no, go Curly. Sorry.
I think he just made you a big part of it, this.
Why? How did he do that?
Because now you're a paid employee of Archie Luxury Enterprises.
Yeah. Look, I think it's in your best interest to stay neutral and just say, look, you guys should sort it out.
Listen, I truly love them both. I love them. I consider them my internet friends, and I hate to see them part.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you've been able to go wherever you want. You're kind of like a free agent, right? Uh,
Yeah.
so I don't think anybody's going to hold anything against you if you appear on other people's live streams. Hopefully, you don't get some kind of ultimatum, which would be silly. But all I could say, buddy, is I hope this is all for drama or whatever Archie's cooking up here. But it's, I feel that it's not good to put people through stress like that. I mean,
No,
I'm not
that's right.
I'm not a big fan of Timmy's, but I do respect that the kid's trying his hardest to scrape up a living. He ain't never gonna reach what Archie's reached, but Archie's got a 11-year head start on him.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
The difference I see between the two is Archie's a character. Like if there were two meetups happening simultaneously, people going to see Archie or people going to see Tim, I would think the majority of the people would probably go see Archie. But when looking at the streams, Archie's streams turned into more of a daytime drama, if you know what I mean. Whereas Tim's now focusing more on watches and watch content. So a lot of the people that like talking about watches, obviously, in this community, seem to have more money and super chat bigger amounts. So it seems like Tim's getting the larger super chats, but what we don't see is what Archie gets in the background. Like I think a lot of Archie's long-term supporters probably prefer not to super chat and have him lose 30% to Google, but to pay him directly, if you know what I mean.
That's none of my business. I just Archie's going to be 50 years old, and he's been down this road many, many times. It's always come out in his favor.
Oh, for sure.
So it's an easy thing for him to do. It's just like somebody that runs a business when they have to make hard decisions because of their labor force. They make that hard decision because they go back to a past that it's always worked for them. And it may work for Archie, it may not. Who knows? I don't know. All I know is they make a good team, and they're both smart. And it's too bad that a smart man with a lifetime of experience can't pass that intelligence down to somebody that's trying to do the same thing that he's done for years and years and years. And I would think a lot more of Archie as a man if he was just able to work it out, instead of trying to belittle and abuse somebody, just work it out. I don't think Tim is the same as Marco, and I don't think Tim is the same as. I haven't been watching Archie for 12 years, so I don't know. I could only go on since COVID, and since I've been in this little. I mean, this is only the second time I've ever been on a live stream, so. And I'm no fan of Timmy. You know that. I mean.
Yeah, you have a lot of criticism towards him.
Yeah, and I kind of like watch Nicholas. That's who I like
he's a good guy.
Yeah, and but I just, it's hard to. I mean, this has been going on since time immemorial. When money comes between people, it's easy to split up, But it's just a shame that Archie should leave a better legacy now that he's turning 50, And
for sure.
if he finds some way of working out a business deal with Tim where he's satisfied with not feeling like he's getting ripped off or he's getting copied or he's getting his territory stepped upon,
Yeah, I
be
think
the boss.
I think like
Archie's. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Jail.
so yeah, you said Archie's the boss. Yeah, with I don't know if you've been seeing, if you've been watching some of Tim's live streams this trip. Like I think Archie, it's kind of, Archie's an actor, I guess. Like he's this person who everyone wants to see and wants to be part of the streams. So when Tim does do his daytime gonzo streaming, whatever they call it, Archie, I think, seems to be annoyed with it. So, maybe when they go on trips, they should set up or have some sort of agreement so that they split the money. You know what I mean? So he's obviously a part of the stream when he feels comfortable doing that. Tim can still do the streaming, but he's just like he's still part of it, and he just still does get revenue from it.
Well, JL, then he should act like the boss that he feels he is. So
For sure.
he should be Timmy. Timmy should be Archie's man on the street. Archie's been doing this for over a decade.
Yeah.
And what he should do is he should direct Timmy on what good content is good for them mutually. Timmy should be Archie's man on the street. Now I know he's not going to be Archie's man on the street in Australia, but Timmy does do good networking in New York and Philadelphia, and he got him to the London Watch Show. And if that's the role that Archie wants Timmy to play, he should explain it to him how he wants it explained to, how he feels it should go. They should just work it out. Because they make a good team. That's all. Archie is a very experienced, has much more life experience than Timmy. And if he feels, I'm talking monetary wise, money. If he feels that there should be some agreement for those guys to, Timmy shared his platform. Timmy built off of Archie's platform. And if Archie feels that he's due some tribute, he should express it, and he should tell him exactly how he thinks it should go, and that's it. I mean, what good does it do to make an abusive video about, it's a 4.5 and I hated it and this and that? What about all the other people that were involved besides Timmy and Green Room? Bondage and Discipline and Sucker Horn and all these other folks that I don't know. That's just the way I see it. Why, if you take your lemons and turn it into beautiful tasting lemonade instead of taking the lemon and making it sour.
Yeah, I think Archie's probably, obviously he's the last couple of months he's been a bit flat. Maybe he's been putting a lot of effort into his family and his personal life, and he's sort of let the streams go by the wayside a little bit, and now it's gotten to a point where it's probably aggravated him, and he's sort of blown up instead of like you said, sitting down and actually discussing and trying to sort it all out.
Yeah, well, hey, listen, when one guy, if they're a team, when one guy needs to be backed up, then Timmy should back him up. And if Timmy doesn't feel that that's part of his responsibility, then they should go their own separate ways. But, I don't see Timmy refusing to do what Archie says. Maybe when it comes, I don't know what their money situation is, but it seems that a lot of this is over money. And I don't think Timmy's any kind of trust. Timmy doesn't act like any trust fund kid that I know of. I mean, Jesus Christ, that kid's put on 30 pounds since I first saw him on his first live stream. That guy's stress eating himself to
I guess, look, reading at some of the comments here, they're saying Timmy's the future and he relates to younger viewers and things like that. But,
there's no reason to look at it like that. Why can't it be old school meets new school?
Yeah.
And combine. I mean, they're already, Timmy's flipping his audience over to Archie, And it's not
Yeah.
like when they get on Archie's stream, like 100 people drop out. It's still the same amount of people. So
Yeah. No, look, I agree that, you know, if Timmy was to do a straight off watch show on his own, you know, I guess what benefits his stream is he's got OC and Hoff and Diego that always go on there, and they actually make the show quite interesting. And they're all likable people, I guess. So, you know, if he was to, you know, lose them, for example, he would probably just turn into another watch channel if he was to break up with Archie, if you know what I mean. It'd be hard to keep the audience, you know, captivated. Whereas Archie, you know, everyone just, you know, a lot of people just sign in every morning to see what's going to happen. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a shock jock, if you know what I mean. So
yeah. Well, Timmy's just learning how to spread his wings. I mean, he went from the, you know, Archie likes to call him the village idiot, and you know, when he wears his rabbit ears and he walks around in Las Vegas drunk and gets in people's faces, that's entertaining. It's funny, but
no, for sure.
also with this little bit of time that he's been doing this, he's also trying to do some serious stuff. I mean, I enjoyed that content that he did with Diego's watch collection, and that when they went over to, and that's probably a little bit of Diego made him get a little serious when they went to that. And I'm not a watch guy, but I found it very entertaining when they went to that Swiss watch company, and they had that little private tour of, you know, 2,000 watches of every brand and vintage, and it was pretty cool. I mean, but you know, the thing is, what would have been nice is, can you imagine if Archie would have been involved with it too, and Timmy's just a guy on the street, and Archie would have gone crazy, you know, with all those watches and stuff. But you know, you got to make the effort to do it, you know.
Yeah, well, he actually does. He hasn't really blown up, but you can see that Archie's been a bit disappointed because a lot of people are actually unveiling or doing watch unboxings on Timmy's channel rather than his.
Yeah.
And he said it numerous times. Why don't you come on my channel and do an unboxing? You know, so yeah, it's just. But look, you know, Timmy, while he's on his trip on trips, you know, his work ethic is great. You know what I mean? He's pretty much trying to get as much content as possible, and you know, yeah.
They'll work it out. I mean, hopefully, I kind of, Archie's too smart to not see the value that Timmy brings him, and maybe he's just working it for a free washing machine or a free pen and cuffs or something, so he could slow pay Timmy or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it's always always things happen to him at the worst possible moment.
I mean, Archie's like the worst con man in the whole world, because he actually tells you the con before he does it. That's pretty funny. That's what I like about him. I mean, he kind of tells you exactly what he's going to do. He still does it, and it still works. So you got to kind of respect that. That's a uniquely talented man that does that.
Did you watch that stream, the Green Room stream, or that night they went out to what was it called, Newtown?
Yeah,
I did.
Mate, Green Room, like that was like extremely funny. Like
the whole thing was funny.
It was, I mean, like, you know,
come on, Archie had 424 viewers right after that happened, because everybody was like tuning into the soap opera to see what the hell was going on.
And Green Room on there was absolutely fantastic. Like, you know, he's done some great things on Archie's channel, but you know, as an improv live streamer, you know, for hours for a few hours, he did that. You know, he was fantastic.
Yeah, it was funny. It was super funny. And you know what was funny? I mean, to me, I mean, like I said, I haven't followed Archie for that many years, but what was funny to me is Archie being abused.
Well, those first slaps weren't, you know.
I mean, well, come on, you think it's a little funny when he slapped that phone out of his hand, and Green Room's calling him an old queen. That was hilarious.
Yeah. So this How do you feel about being having the position of rocking up every morning to Archie's stream, or what is it? Well, when his streams are, that's early morning for you, isn't it?
Right now?
No, when you do Archie streams in the morning, like this one.
It usually begins 1:30 a.m., 2 a.m. Yeah.
Well, that's not going to help you with your sleeping, is it?
No, it's not because I'm unemployed. I'm giving myself the permission to participate.
Yes, are you on the phone?
Yeah,
Are you on the phone?
I am on the phone. Yeah.
Open up the curtains
Why?
in your room a little bit. Put some light in. You look like Dracula all the time when I see you.
No, but I'm preparing to sleep.
Well, you need to go to get some sleep because you're going to be waking up early in the morning, I guess. So you're a bit, yeah. You got to sort of sleep Australian time.
Yeah.
Wake up at 9 o'clock in the morning, go to work.
Yeah.
Any movement on the job front?
No. I'm taking a break for it. It's mentally weighing on me, getting all those rejections.
So, what type of jobs are you going for?
Things in marketing, mostly.
Yep. That's what your background has been in?
Yeah, like online content marketing.
Yep. Oh, that's cool. You enjoy doing that?
Yeah, I did. I had a great job.
Yeah.
Lost it, unfortunately.
That's really
Yeah. I guess I'm gonna try to go to sleep now.
okay.
All right, buddy. Have a good night. JL, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, thank you. You too, Curly.
Curly, thank you for hopping on and talking to me and caring. I really appreciate it.
Hey, thank you. I got another hour to kill, and I'm gonna go fishing. So take care, buddy. Have a good night, and we'll talk to you again. Okay, Dis?
Okay.
Take care.
Good night.
Sure.
Have a good sleep.
Good night,
Dis.
guys.
Sure. Thank you. Good night, JL. Good night, Curly. Bye. Everybody else, NATO, JT, Rob D, Rocket 88, P. Lucas, Tomei, Kalish Sark, P. Lucas, Brown G-Force, Madman, Data XI, and more and more and more and more and more. Thank you for tuning into the stream. And I appreciate your support. Let's pray that we're still in an hour for this can sleep thing. Thank you, Rocket 88. We'll see you again soon, hopefully after 7-8 hours of sleep. Have a great day. And what we will play, what auto we will play. Let's go for my favorite.
guys, this concludes the Tim Wright movie. Thanks for watching. Press the like button. Subscribe to Tim Wright.
Yeah, and fuck off, okay?
Fuck off, okay.
I'm taking you off StreamYard, so go fuck yourself.
You took me off stream, mate. We're going back for more.
Out of here now. I'm sleeping now, okay? I'm sleeping. I'm sleeping now. Come on. What is this, Tim? What is this?
Shroom.
What are you doing?
Shroom.
What the hell's wrong with you? Time to go, please. Go.
Shroom.
Time to go.
I want to dedicate this film in the memory of Ziz.
Tim, let's just turn off now, okay?
Shroom.
It's time to go. It's time to go. Get out of my fucking house now. Out of here.
See you, actually, I'll see you on the live stream tomorrow
You
night.
just fuck off. I never want anything to do with you again. Fuck off.
Did you really remove my StreamYard access?
Yeah, I did, so fuck off.
I don't believe that.
Oh, just fuck off. I want to sleep. Okay?
Dude,
Mate, it's time to take your bag
What are you gonna
and
do?
fucking get out of here.
what are you going to do about it?
Tim,
Shroom, come
if you are filming now, I am honestly going to fucking throw you out of here, okay? It's midnight.
That's it.
Get out of here now.
Shroom.
This is enough now.
Shroom.
Tim, Tim,
Shroom.
get out of here.
Shroom.
What's wrong with you?
Hold on, wait.
Come on, man, I'm serious. This is
fine.
it. It's over.
That's
Okay,
it.
I'm catching the plane out of here. Now get the fuck out of my room.
Yeah, chill out, you old queen.
That's enough.
Okay, that's enough.
That's enough, babe.
Shroom.